Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Help your Filipina through her struggles. Having a Filipina wife immigrate to your country to be with you is an exhilarating experience. I should know. You've taken all the time you needed to get to know her and meet her. You worked through the visa process and now she is safe with you. But you should know there will be some struggles ahead, at least for a while. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea and learn what I've learned in a little over 6 years of marriage to a Filipina that I married in only 54 days. Please leave a comment about a way that you have helped your Filipina. I want to help men consider and pursue a Filipina, a woman from the Philippines, for marriage, and I hope men already married to them can find this channel useful. You can get notifications for upcoming videos too. You will encounter the same type of struggle any married couple experiences, but there are a few ways she may struggle and need your support. I have podcasts also on Casting Beyond the Sea that you can subscribe to on Podbean. Now, if you felt like you were giving her a helping hand out of poverty, she is still going to need a helping hand. It might be in making friends, finding a job, learning how to drive, learning where everything is in your city. In fact, it is possible her struggles began when she got off the plane. Homesickness, considering the distance, is bound to happen, and beyond all those miles are her family and friends. I will link the video that I have on dealing with homesickness in the description box for you. I doubt she will be jumping for joy that she has left her homeland. Nevertheless, she is glad that a foreign man proposed to her and married her, or will marry her, and she is prepared to start a new life in another country. But leaving home is going to sting for a while. It might appear after a few days when it all dawns on her that she can't just go outside, hop into a scooter sidecar, and be driven to see her family. What you can do is not pressure her to adapt right away and allow her to feel sad about leaving home. It's only normal. If you treat her well, she will be a good wife. Part of that is acknowledging the strong bond she has with her family and allow her as much time as she needs to reconnect with them on social media. She might need your help dealing with co-workers who might treat her differently because she is little and maybe shy. If she is getting worn out from work or home chores, then find a way to give her some rest. It is easy to forget that she wasn't born in your country and is basically totally unfamiliar with it, because you are very eager to start your new life together. You know, this could cause a little conflict early on. Filipinas tend to be quiet, and this could make it more difficult to know if she is struggling with something. Usually, when I ask my wife how her day was, she will respond with, "Fine, good." She will probably reveal to you eventually if something is bothering her, and when she does, try to understand her before offering a solution. She likely isn't looking for one and is probably capable of handling it. My experience has been that if my wife knows that if I validate her struggles, she will keep me informed until it is resolved. She just has to know that I care. Asking her from time to time what she is thinking, feeling, believing, and experiencing allows her the freedom to express herself to you, knowing you are seriously interested in her well-being. She will respect that you ask her what's going on inside her. You can just ask her if anything is difficult for her at the time. If she asks for your help, that's the time to actively help her. If it seems like she won't reveal what's on her mind, just try to be patient with her. Other than you, she will be unfamiliar with people where you live if she has immigrated. Now, I was able to identify an older Filipina through asking my pastor before my wife got here, and we have become good friends with her family, and that is someone who can be a good influence on my amazing Isa. I am not able to help my wife with all of her struggles. I think there are some things that are best resolved by having a quality woman she trusts to talk with. My wife has been here for 5.5 years and has a decent amount of friends, women she has excuse me, met at work. I helped her early on by identifying a temporary work agency so she could get her foot in the door at the company I worked for, and later she left there for another job at a different company and has been thriving there. Unless there's some reason not to, I would suggest teaching your wife how to drive. Most likely she doesn't know how to. This is important for her to be able to have a sense of independence and mobility, and is something she will need to do when you are no longer around. My wife is going to school right now. As much time as she spends, I'd call it full-time, and working full-time because she wants responsibility. She likes learning things. She is bright, talented, and hardworking, and at 32, still has youthful energy. I wouldn't encourage her to do this if she was, say, 52, but she isn't. I feel like I should support her with her job any way I can. That means if that means I have to do a few more things around the house, then I'll do it, because I can see how much the school work involves. We'll get through this together. At work, like anyone else, we all need someone to talk to about our day, and I can be the person for her to do that. I care very much for her success there and encourage her a lot. Like any husband, if your wife is dealing with difficult people, you want to be there to listen and support her. My wife knows that I am her biggest fan. I need to encourage her to slow down sometimes, to get a rest, and certainly encourage her to go to the doctor. Sometimes I get the impression in the Philippines that they try to avoid that, maybe due to the cost or something else, but we have excellent medical care here in America, and she needs to take care of herself. If your wife's family is asking for money all the time, you will need to help her learn how to say no. There could be other ways that your Filipina needs your help and support. If you can think of some others, please let me know. Finally, being together is a situation where the Filipina is leaving and everything is new. To live with a man who is comfortable and familiar with his surroundings and is eager to get his new life cranked up. But please remember that she might be a little scared, maybe a little timid, maybe second-guessing herself after all those long flights to see you. Probably another thing she is unfamiliar doing. Flying, airports, all that stuff, immigration. Remember to be very patient with her. Maybe try to put yourself in her shoes. Get a feel for what she needs early on in your marriage. Considering the circumstances of a very long-distance relationship, your help will be needed by your love beyond the sea.